It seems like PlayStation will never learn their lesson. They keep having failure after failure after failure. Concord was a huge failure that cost them $300 million plus. They canceled a lot of live service games, including a live service God of War game made by Bluepoint, who is usually known for making remakes of older PlayStation games. Spider-Man 2 did worse than the first Spider-Man Insomniac game. People are cautiously optimistic about the upcoming sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. God of War is a trash franchise now. It's boring, it's lame, it's an interactive movie game. The original trilogy was way better, and it seems like PlayStation just plans on making yet another live service game. They do not understand that gamers are tired of live service, and gamers do not have the money to spend on all these live service games. And we have an article talking about how PlayStation wants to announce another live service game. But before we get into it, like, comment, and subscribe to push this video out in the YouTube algorithm. And this article comes from Insider Gaming. The headline says, PlayStation is yet to announce another live service multiplayer game. Why? Isn't the whole idea behind your brand is interactive, cinematic, single player game? I don't like your games. I think they're movies and not games, and they barely have any gameplay. PlayStation games are like 90% cutscenes, 10% games. A lot of the games I just do not like. Spider-Man is trash. The Last of Us is trash. The new God of War games is trash. Ghost of Tsushima is trash. Nothing but garbage from that company. But now it seems like you want to consistently push out live service games for what? You just had one of the biggest failures in gaming history with Concord, a trash, ugly, queer game with the most hideous characters I've ever seen in any video game. And you still want to produce more of that type of game, more live service games, instead of just making a good game. I don't understand this logic. If you make good games, you will make a lot of money, regardless if it's single player or multiplayer. If it's great, people will buy it. Start with the live service games. We all know it's just simply meant to milk gamers of our wallets. We do not have the money to spend on 50 different live service games across the whole industry, because every fucking developer wants to make a live service game, and gamers are fucking tired of it. It's annoying, and it's going to cause a lot of developers to lose a lot of money, and I just love to see more layoffs in this industry. I hope this industry goes bankrupt, because you guys do not make good games anymore. Everybody needs to be laid off. But whatever, let's just continue reading the article. There's another live service competitive multiplayer title in the works at PlayStation, but the identity of the game is yet to be revealed. In a recent job posting that was discovered from PlayStation, it was revealed that a studio under the label is working on an unannounced project that's set to feature competitive, esports, and live service elements, because that has worked so well for PlayStation in recent years. On Reddit, eagle-eyed users spotted the recently posted job listing from an undetermined studio, and they instantly started theorizing what game the role could be referring to. The consensus was that it could be some kind of multiplayer fighting game, but at this point it could be anything. What's made clear by the job posting is that it's set to be a live service multiplayer game, and the team is eager to introduce a competitive gaming esports landscape into the title. As someone who has been in the esports world for many years, I like to point out that you can't just invent a landscape or a competitive community. That only works when it's grown, not bought. The listing goes on to mention that the game will be multi-platform, covering PC, console, and mobile, and that it'll be developed in Unreal Engine. It might be that the game is very early in the development cycle, as the listing says that the successful candidate will help drive the game from prototype to production. It might be Jason Blundell's new game too. In 2023, rumors started surfacing regarding Blundell's appointment to a new PlayStation studio in Los Angeles, and it has been suggested that the former Call of Duty legend is working on a game that fits the bill. If the job listing was for a replacement in LA, it will offer more credits to that claim, but it's a remote position, so there's nothing to go on, and that is the article. These idiots will never learn their lesson, and I'm confused on why Jason Blundell is even working with PlayStation. They shut down his studio. They bought his studio. I forgot what it's called exactly, but they bought his studio, and before he even released any games for that studio, they shut it down. So it's just funny to think about. They bought you out and then they threw you in the trash. So hopefully that rumor is not true, because I don't know anybody that can be that fucking stupid. Stop selling your company. Stop going public, because all of these big companies will use you up, take advantage of you and your IPs, drive that shit into the ground, bastardize it, disrespect your audience, and then what do you have left? Nothing. A trash bastardization of your creation. And when it doesn't make money for them anymore, they will just shut your company down and throw you in the trash, and you got fucked. Was it worth the money? No. So So I hope that no one is stupid enough to get their studio bought by PlayStation, start developing a game, and then PlayStation throws the whole studio out. You can't be that fucking stupid. But either way, nobody wants more live service games from PlayStation. When are you gonna learn your lesson? Gamers cannot afford all these fucking games. I feel like every month we hear about a live service game flopping and people are getting laid off from their job. Game developing studios are shutting down or having huge, massive layoffs. And the game gets shut down after a while because nobody wants to deal with generic garbage that is simply designed to drain your wallet. If you want to make money, make a fucking game. And the article mentioned how you can't just force a competitive scene into existence. People will compete in the game if the game is fucking good. These people are so focused on the huge scenes, the big esports scene, the money tournament, the big prize pools, the fame and fortune, but they haven't even made a product that is worth that in the first place. But because they are so focused on that, the game itself will be garbage and it will never reach that point that they want. Focus on making a good game. Stop focusing on, oh, we want this to be a big new esports scene. We want all the tournaments to have this game playing. But is the game good? I can't with this studios. I can't with this whole industry. They are so fucking stupid and so greedy, and they don't realize if you make a good game, it will make a lot of money. Because if the game is good, then people would want to pay for it. And if you release new content for that game, people would want to pay for it. But they don't understand that. They keep focusing on money instead of focusing on making a good game. These people will never learn their fucking lesson. That's why there are so many layoffs in the gaming industry, because there's so many garbage trash games from many different developers that just want to milk your wallet dry. So I can't wait to see what this game is from PlayStation. I hope to laugh at it, because not only do you not make good games, you make terrible, ugly looking characters. And if this game's another Concord type of game, if it's a fighting game but hideous Concord characters, it's not gonna last that long in the esports scene. So all we have to do is just wait and see what could be this upcoming disastrous live service game from PlayStation. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So PlayStation, go fuck yourself.